Wrangler Campground is unique in the fact that you can bring your horse with you. With almost 100 miles of peaceful horse and wagon trails meandering through some of LBL's most scenic spots, it's no wonder why it's one of the country's most premier horse camps. While visiting the spacious campground, we caught up with Jamie Thweet, assistant manager of the place and also a Murray State alum. He gave us pertinent information about the campground, and its horse Snickers also put in his 2 cents.
Well, Wranglers is a campground that's designed specifically for horses, for folks to come and bring their horses. All the camping areas, we have 120 campsites with utilities, roughly 50 or 60 without utilities, and then we've got about 40 acres of overflow camping. But each campsite is designed with tethering areas where folks can tie their horses out overnight if they want to, or there's also 6 barns available with 150 stalls for rent if they want to do that. Now, we do have a reservation system. Specifically for times like this, it works out really well. You know, in the busy time of the fall, if you know you want to plan ahead, you want to go ahead and reserve a site because you may be stuck out in the field when you get here.
As we explore the campground, Jamie noted the many campsites available, as well as the best time to secure your spot.
We have a rodeo that goes on in July. We have a few trail rides. We have some nonprofit benefit rides. For instance, there's a St. Jude ride tomorrow. We offer day riding. You don't have to camp here. You can come out for the day, ride and leave, and we have a lot of events for that, a lot of day ride events for that. Sometimes we'll have a special use permit for a kind of an endurance ride or a competition. We had an Appaloosa ride that went on last week, and that drew a pretty big crowd. But fall break right now, pretty weather. Spring break's really busy, and the holiday weekends, those are definitely our peak season. So it's more of a social recreation draw, I guess, more than the events.
When asked about special events, Jamie noted many events that the campground plays host to, as well as the peak seasons. Jamie talks about the family-like atmosphere that the campground embodies, along with the open riding policy that allows people to explore sites that are not necessarily on the map, but rather a part of local culture and knowledge. Trails off the beaten path, you could say.
I've been here for about 9 years now, and I've got to meet a lot of new and interesting folks here, but I see a lot of repeat visitors who I've been seeing since I started here in late 2002. And yeah, they're here every weekend, and I know them by name, and even see them out and about in town, and got some good relationships with them. And there's a lot of local knowledge too, you know, that can, because there's lots of really good destinations to ride to, or cultural sites that aren't necessarily on one of our marked designated trails. We do have an open riding policy here where you can ride almost anywhere on the forest, and so if you know the area well enough, you can get out and go see some of these sites, and that's where the local knowledge comes in handy, because they're a wealth of knowledge to show you around.
To end our visit, Jamie let us in on the perks and benefits of working at the campground, and he also let us know that having a horse is not mandatory to work there.
I did have my own horse. I sold him about a month ago, but I know so many people that it's pretty easy. For instance, Snickers here belongs to one of my hosts that works for me, and you know, anytime I want to take a ride, I can go out and look at a trail, and I'm still working, so I can get away and get out and recreate when I'm actually working, and I really enjoy that.